Hi, I'm Amalie with Systematic Excellence Consulting, and today I'm going to go over some dashboard examples. So the first one I'm going to show you is a client dashboard. This makes it just a compact view for the client to see the different communication tools, how to get started, all of those things. And then they can continue to come back to this place. You do need to share it with them. So they would need to be one of your guests on your account. And then from there, you can share the dashboard with them. Right up here, you just share it with them. Now they can also bookmark this link. So you'll notice I have here to bookmark this link so you can have easy access to it. The next thing is to bookmark the 17 Hats portal. That's what we use for our agreements and proposals. So normally, this is obviously an example, but I would put the link here. We've also put the Google folder link here where we save all of our documents with the client, or any deliverables get saved there if we're not specifically using a ClickUp doc. When we're sharing files, we might upload them to a task to begin with, but eventually we do move them to the Google folder. Now, the example I'm showing you is a coaching client. And for that one, we would have recordings from coaching calls. And typically when we have clients, coaching clients like that, or consulting clients, we upload the video to Google Drive, and then we put the link, and I'll show you down here in the task list, we put the link and notes inside of the task. Now, here we have a chat function, so keeping it the chat organized, I basically tell them up front, we do not live in our email, we live in ClickUp. We check the chat when we have a coaching client. We check the chat daily to see if there's anything that they need, or if they have a question or something like that. So again, this is just the let's get started. I record a video going over the dashboard and the list that we share with the client. And then this is linked to a list where we have the client's information. So again, inside of here, we have a start here, which just has the video explaining kind of what to do. If there were any onboarding steps that they needed to do, we would put them in the start here and assign them the task. So we do have them as a guest in both places. Once they're a guest on here, we can then share the list and the dashboard with them. We put their Google folder link in a task. So even if they're not in the dashboard, if they go to the list, they can still access the same information. And then the How We Work document, it's a PDF that I've embedded in that task. So for this one, I'll show you the list. So typically what we do is we have a folder per client, and then we have an internal or possibly multiple internal lists where kind of all the magic happens and we're doing all the management, the conversation with the team back and forth. And then we have one external list that would be for the client. So if we need them to review something, obviously this is a coaching client layout, so we wouldn't need that. This is just where we would keep notes for the recording. Notes from the session, and then the link to the recording after we're done. Like I said, we upload it to Google Drive and then put the link inside the task so that they can find it. And then request is, if there's if they're looking for something, or they, have a question, they can put it here. Ideally, they put it in the chat, but either way, we will see it and get it. And then if there are, sometimes with some of the consulting clients that we have, we might share templates with them and stuff. And so we would put that into like requests, or we could create a new status that just is called resources or something like that. So that is one use of a dashboard. So now this doesn't have to be for a coaching client. I was just explaining that that's just the example that I pulled. We use this for a lot of, not this particular one, but we use dashboards for a lot of different things. So tracking sales, we embed Google Sheets into a dashboard, and then we just use to have a common place for us to find it. We manage our accounting there. Our Bookkeeper has a spreadsheet and it's in our dashboard, and then we can kind of go back and forth if we have questions. We track hours, workload. We have a dashboard for our affiliate links, which is just an embedded Google sheet where we have the name of the link, or name of the affiliate program, the link, any bit.ly links that we have for it, and then whatever the offer is. So we have that available. Any numbers that we're tracking, we generally have that. And I'll just show you kind of a workload example here. So you can create this however you want through widgets. And I did another video about dashboards, but I just wanted to show you some examples of use cases. So for this, if I'm trying to look at, okay, what do we have going on? If I hover over this bar graph right here, if I hover over that, it'll pop up each person's name saying like what tasks they have and all of that. But then you can see up here, this gives me a breakdown of what I have going on. Now, I personally don't necessarily look at it like this as far as needing to know tasks. I normally look at things through a timesheet. That's really where I look at things when I'm trying to figure out, like when we're getting ready to pay the contractors and employees, we use, the timesheet. So I'll show you that really quickly. It does have everyone's name on it, but I'm going to blur it out, or it'll be blurred out when you see this. So I'm just going to click on that. And so I really love this timesheet function. And we can see like how long each person worked on a particular day. And then we can see breakdowns here of track time per folder and then per list. And so we record our times based on the client work, like which client, like how many hours are spent working on the particular client or particular projects. That's something I track in the spreadsheet. So I need to see it broken down by folder, even by list sometimes, to make sure that I have recorded our time spent, each month. So those are the examples of dashboards. I think that you could definitely get way more intricate, more design in here. We wanted to really keep it simple, but we wanted to make it easy to use for the client. So those are dashboards. I hope that was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to catch my future videos. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. There is a link below to book a free call. We can come together, see if there's any way for me to help you if you're looking for additional one-on-one support. Thank you so much for watching.